Kayshon Boutte's chances at making the New England Patriots final roster have just significantly went up. What is going on, guys? It's your boy Colby, also known as Patriots Global, back here with another video. And after months and months and months of waiting to hear what was going to happen with Kayshon Boutte, we finally have our answer. This is coming from Adam Schefter himself, so you know that it is a verified source, stating that the state of Louisiana has dropped the underage gambling and computer fraud charges against Kayshon Boutte. The Patriots wide receivers attorney told ESPN. Real question is, what in God's name did Kayshon Boutte do to get these charges dropped? Because not only are all the legal charges dropped, but he's not going to suffer any type of suspension or any type of punishment from the league. And let's keep in mind, too, that Kayshon Boutte not only had a fake alias under himself, but he also used his mother's information and used her alias to underage gamble. He placed more than 8,900 wagers on at least 17 bets on NCAA games during his time at LSU. I don't know if it was prayer. I don't know if he paid someone off, but whatever he did, Kayshon Boutte is one lucky man. Now, I also want to let you guys know that YouTube has this new feature where I can actually earn commission off of some of the products that you guys get. So let's say you want to get a Drake May jersey, a Matthew Judon jersey, a Patriots hat, some signed memorabilia. I'm going to link it below, some of my favorite products, every single video. And if you guys get those products, it's all from Fanatics, by the way, so you know it's from a verified, completely safe company. But whenever you guys make a purchase with one of the products that I include in these videos, I will actually get some commission. So, hey, if you're going to get a Drake May jersey, why not use the link below to get that Drake May jersey and help your boy out? But look, I know that when it comes to the Kayshon Boutte situation, there were some people who said he shouldn't serve any type of suspension in the NFL. This happened before he got in the league. This happened when he was at college. So if they want to fine him, do whatever legally, then that's on them. But the NFL should not do anything. And the NFL, if they wanted, they could have done something. I mean, let's keep in mind, whether it happened in the league or not, he is in the NFL now. This is coming out when he's in the NFL. LSU, college, they're not going to be able to do anything at this point. It would be up to the NFL to give him some type of suspension. And gambling is a major, major problem in the league. I mean, it happened with Calvin Ridley. He got suspended an entire season. It happened to like 6 different Lions players about a year ago. And the league is really cracking down on this, suspending players not just for an entire season, but there's some players who are getting suspended indefinitely for it. So you would think that this is something the NFL would have cracked down on, not just to prove Kayshon Boutte a point, but really to send out an entire message to the NFL to where I don't care if it happened before you got here. Whether you're in the NFL or whether you're playing at the collegiate level, you do not gamble on sports. And real quick, too, shout out to Gerard Mayo, man. Shout out to Gerard Mayo for sticking with Kayshon Boutte throughout this entire thing, because Gerard Mayo was asked back in January when this happened, you know, what they were going to do with Kayshon Boutte, overall his thoughts. And Gerard Mayo said that he was going to wait to hear from the league going forward. There are a lot of coaches, and I wonder if, honestly, if Bill Belichick would have been one of them, who would have heard about this situation and said, yeah, we don't support this, but also there's no way that you are going to get all of your legal problems dropped. There's no way you're not going to get suspended by the league. There's no point in having you on the roster. We'd rather have somebody here that is going to actually fight for a 53-man roster spot, not a guy who isn't going to even be able to play week 1. And thank God that Gerard Mayo did stick with Kayshon Boutte throughout this, because there is true potential in him. There's true potential in this player, and it would have been a real shame if the Patriots got rid of him just to find out a few months later that there is going to be no punishment whatsoever for Boutte. I mean, let's keep in mind, the New England Patriots draft Kayshon Boutte in the 6th round of the 2023 draft. As a 6th-round pick, there usually isn't a lot of hype around that player, but Boutte is a different type of player in this situation because there is true potential that he showcased at LSU. He set an SEC single game record with 308 receiving yards as a freshman against Ole Miss during his time at LSU. If it wasn't for his fall off in 2023, if it wasn't for the injuries that he suffered in 2023, we're talking about Kayshon Boutte going in the first or second round, and that's not me gassing him up. He had actual first and second round hype before he fell off in that 2023 season. Not only have we seen the hype from Kayshon Boutte this offseason under Gerard Mayo, under Alex Van Pelt, Jacoby Brissett, Drake May, an entire new system. But we also saw this potential last year and last offseason when it was Mac Jones, when it was Bill O'Brien, when it was Bill Belichick. There was a lot of inconsistencies with Kayshon Boutte during his rookie offseason and his rookie year, and that's really what plagued him. I mean, you think about it, he was finally able to show out during the preseason, show out against the Packers, show out towards the end of training camp. That's what was able to make him make that final 53-man roster for the Patriots, and he was lucky enough to even get snaps, to even get looks early on in the regular season during 2023, but it's because of his inability to show up that got him in Bill Belichick's famous doghouse. I mean, his inability to keep 2 feet down on a fourth down catch against the Eagles that, let's be honest, would have won them the game, and then doing the same thing a week or two later, that's why he was in Bill Belichick's doghouse, and that's why we didn't see Boutte the rest of the season, even when we should have, because the entire wide receiver core was banged up. We've even seen that potential from the 2023 season carry over to this offseason. But before we talk about that, let's take a listen to the sponsor of today's video. Hey guys, sorry to cut the video real quick, but I had a very important question that I had to ask you. And that is, have you ever Googled yourself, or maybe a friend, or maybe a family member Googled themselves and saw their private information being used? Maybe like their name, their phone number, their social security number, their address, maybe their credit card information? God knows I have. And the only reason that I was able to find that and take care of it was because of today's sponsor over at Aura. So what Aura is an identity protection service. And what they do is they go ahead for you so you don't got to do the hard work, and they scour the internet for any of your information being used illegally that you didn't want them to use. The other great part is that they'll monitor your credit. They'll see if your phone number is being used to robocallers, which if you don't know what those guys are, they're essentially the ones that call you about 5 times a day. Because little do you know, these data brokers are actually trying to sell your information to robocallers, to spammers who are trying to find out your own personal information, such as where you live. So what Aura will do is they'll essentially send you an email or notification saying that, hey, someone's trying to use your phone number. Someone's trying to access this information about you. Do you want us to delete it from the web? Fortunately, in today's society, a lot of threats that we all face on a day-to-day basis come online. And unfortunately, the scary part is that we can't always see it. Aura's going to come in, protect you, protect your family from threats that we can't see and we don't even know are coming. So hey, look, you guys can go right ahead and let people exploit your own private information, or you can go to the link in the description box below and pinned in the comment section below to go ahead and sign up for your 14-day free trial over at Aura. Yes, guys, protect yourselves, protect your loved ones, protect your family with Aura. Link in the description below for a 14-day free trial. But like I was saying, Kayshon Boutte has shown that potential that he showcased in 2023, and it showed the same thing this offseason. He showed it with a new head coach, a new offensive coordinator, and 2 different potential starting quarterbacks for this upcoming season. The problem is that for Kayshon Boutte to make this final roster, he's going to need to be more consistent. And that was the same issue that we talked about last year, was those inconsistencies. Thankfully, he was able to turn it on at the last minute, and that's why he made the final roster. But he's going to need to be more consistent than ever if he's going to make the final roster this year. One thing he has going for him is youth. But at the end of the day, the Patriots are going to go with a guy that shows up more often than not, rather than a guy who shows potential, but he's just super inconsistent. Kayshon Boutte, on the second day of mandatory minicamp, put up 4 touchdowns. That was tied for the most throughout minicamp with Jalen Polk, who throughout 2 days put up 4 touchdowns. But Kayshon Boutte, 1 day, 4 touchdowns, not just from Drake May, but also Jacoby Brissett, 2 quarterbacks who you know are going to start for you at some point this upcoming season. He has a connection with both of those guys, and that is definitely something that's going to bode well for him to make this final roster. But again, he can't show up one day, be silent the next day. Show up one day, be silent the next day. He's going to need to show up in some capacity every single day and start working towards working with the Patriots' first team offense. He's going to have to show out in the preseason if he wants to make the New England Patriots roster. At the end of the day, though, I do think that New England has shown that they do want to go with youth over veteran players. So again, if he can be consistent, he can show out, then I think he has a better chance at making the final roster than somebody like Juju Smith-Schuster, than somebody like Tyquan Thornton. But this is a stacked wide receiver core at the end of the day. There's 2 new rookies. You have KJ Osborne, who you just signed, Demario Douglas, Kendrick Bourne, who you know are already locks. So this is where I'm going to flip it to you guys. What do you think about the recent news about Kayshon Boutte? Do you think that he's going to be able to use this as motivation, turn his life around, and be able to show out throughout training camp and show out throughout the preseason in order to make the Patriots final 53-man roster? You guys let me know in the comment section below. Also, make sure to leave a big like on this video. Think about checking out the products below from Fanatics. It really helps your boy out and support the channel. But most importantly, never forget, go Pats.